Hello everyone, in our fluid mechanics lecture series, today we will going to study a Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so Bernoulli's equation is an appropriate relation between pressure, velocity and elevation. Okay, and it is valid in regions of steady incompressible flow where net frictional forces are negligible. Okay, so that means this Bernoulli's equation is applicable for steady flow, incompressible flow, and when frictional forces are negligible, so this is applicable. So for that we have considered here the flow field. In that flow field we will consider this is a small fluid particle which is moving along a s direction. So this black line indicates the blue direction and n indicates the normal vector. Okay, so here the total distance, differential distance of this element, fluid element, is ds. Okay, and weight of fluid particle is acting in downward direction with a angle theta with the normal direction. On the first side of the fluid element, pressure multiplied with differential area dA is the force acting in the direction of s direction, and P plus dA dP, pressure multiplied with dA, this amount of force. Okay, and here we will draw a triangle as ds is the distance of fluid element and theta is the angle subtended between the normal vector and weight vector, and dz is the vertical distance normal, and so this is ds and this is dz. So now here the velocity of the fluid particle is a function of the space and time t, taking total differential of velocity is a function of s comma t. So we have dv is equal to dava v by dava s, partial differential of velocity with respect to s distance, multiply with ds plus dava v by dava t multiply with dt. Dividing this equation with dt, we will get dv by dt is equal to dava v by dava s multiply with ds by dt plus dava v by dava t multiply with dt by dt. So this is our equation number 1. Okay, now in steady flow equation, this dava v by dava t is 0. So here dt by dt gets cancelled and this dava v by dava t is equal to 0. So thus velocity is a function of the space coordinate only. Okay, now and an acceleration in s direction as as is equal to dv by dt. So here dv by dt, so derivative of velocity with respect to time, is also known as the acceleration. Okay, so as is equal to dv by dt is equal to dava v by dava s multiply with ds by dt, but we know that ds by dt is velocity, that means change in distance upon time, it is considered as a velocity. So as is equal to v dava v by dava s, this is equal to v dv by dt. So this is our equation number 2. Okay, now applying Newton's second law of motion in s direction on the particle moving along the streamline gives summation of all the forces in s direction is equal to mass multiplied with acceleration in x direction. So this is equation number 3. So now in this flow region, net frictional forces are negligible. We already assume that the frictional forces are negligible, but the sum of the significant forces are acting on this fluid particle in s direction are: the first is pressure forces acting in both sides, that is the front side and the back side also. Then component of the weight of this particle in the s direction. Okay, so now here by using this one, PDA, we already seen in the diagram, that is here. So this is the front force PDA minus PDP, P plus DP multiplied with DA, because PDA is in S direction and P plus DP multiplied with DA in opposite to X direction. Okay, so here PDA minus P plus DP into DA minus W sin theta, because the component of W is again in opposite in x direction. This is equal to mass multiply with velocity dv by ds, because we already seen the acceleration is the v dv by ds. So mass multiply the acceleration. So this is our equation number 4. Now we'll see here the mass is considered as m is equal to rho into velocity. That means density, we know that the formula of density is the mass upon volume. So from that we will find out here mass is equal to density multiplied with volume. So here we know that the fluid particle volume is dA multiplied ds. So ds is distance and dA is the cross sectional area of fluid element. So this is rho multiplied dA into ds. So from that we know that W, that means weight of the fluid particle, is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. So this is equal to rho g dA into ds. Okay. So and from the triangle, from this triangle we will see sin theta is equal to dz divided by ds. So here we substitute dz divided by ds. Okay. Substituting above values in equation number 4. So this equation, and if you see here pda minus, if you solve this one, minus pda minus dp into da. So pda gets cancelled. So we have only minus pdp da minus rho g da ds multiply with dz by ds, because sin theta we have already seen dz by ds. Okay, and this is equal to mass is rho dA into ds and acceleration v multiplied dv by ds. Okay, so cancelling dA term in on all the terms and simplifying. So here ds gets cancelled, here also ds gets cancelled. We have the simplified equation is minus dp minus rho g multiplied with dz is equal to rho v dv. Now dividing this equation by rho and noting that v dv is equal to 1 by 2 t in bracket v square. That means we are changing the differential. So here v dv is equal to half d in bracket v square. Okay, and dividing each term by rho. So we are getting dp by rho plus half d in bracket v square plus gz is equal to 0. So this is simplified equation, and after integrating this equation we are getting integration of dp by rho plus v square by 2 plus gz is equal to constant. Here the first term is also exact solution of differential, and these two terms are also exact solution. After simplifying this equation we are getting p by rho plus v square by 2 plus gz is equal to constant. So this is called as the Bernoulli's equation along a streamline. Okay, thank you.